Ain't no bet against Hennessy. We can drink Hennessy, bro. We can drink, just don't get drunk. You don't see me. Wow, boy, it's the first fruit here, brother. First fruit here. You don't see me doing that. We can drink Hennessy. You know, I'm good, man. Read. Come on.
Isaiah 95, right?
Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 5. Where everybody has to say, Con? Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise.
Now listen to this heavy, man. Every battle with the warriors is with confused noise. Come on.
And garments rolled in blood.
What does that mean, brothers? I'm asking anybody right now. What does that mean? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Come on. Brother?
You know how it says H.O.I gonna come back here with all white robe. It's gonna, when he leaves, it's gonna turn red. So, because the, you know,
that's different. Oh, that's not actually that. Out of sight.
Meaning that they're gonna have physical combat, close hand. They garments is gonna be dripping blood from the fight.
Yeah, that's to a point. Yeah, read that again now.
Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
So out of sight is right to a point. You wanted to say something? He's right with that. Right?
Yeah, he's also talking about like ancient battles of the world with Rome, and all these fights was all with sword, with battle axe, with weapons, with shields. And then you got the lineup, the battalions, the platoons. So everybody, it was more physical. It was more, if I'm gonna kill you, you're gonna feel this sword. You're gonna feel I'm gonna feel your life getting out of your body from your spirit. It was more personal. But now, how everything is far range, sniper, missiles, RPGs, drones.
See, finish it. Right. Exactly. Like you said, every battle, you see the movies, right? You brothers and sisters see the movies, right? What is it?
Yeah.
Right. March, right? You see the movies, right? Yeah. They're hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
But this battle, read.
Every battle is a warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Come on.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Isaiah prophesied that way back. They was prophesying that this war is going to be with burning and fuel of fire. Nuclear destruction, man. It's not going to be hand-to-hand combat. It's going to be nuclear destruction, man. And it's proof. You got that in Zechariah 14, brother?
Which verse?
14 and 12.
Which 12?
Yeah, Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Stop. All the people that have fought against Jerusalem. This is going to be the plague. You match that up with Psalms 91. David was saying he saw 1,000 fall at his feet and 10,000 but nothing came near him. That plague, that nuclear destruction. Come on.
Sorry. Will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
What is that? That was shown in the Terminator. When you watch the movie The Terminator, and the flesh just came right off of them. That has to be nuclear heat. Heat that will melt your flesh. Will melt you. That's heat. That's what Isaiah was talking about. Burning fuel. He knew that it was going to be, the Lord had shown him way back then in a vision that this was going to be a nuclear war. And how he knew? Because in his time, men was fighting hand to hand. You know what I mean? You have to have your sword, and you have to be nice with your sword. You have to get off your horse. It wasn't no dude shooting you damn 20, 30 feet away. That's a coward. But you had to be nice with your sword. But this is nuclear destruction. Come on.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
And their eyes shall consume away at their holes. Come on.
And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
And their tongue shall consume away at their mouth. That's the burning of the fuel.
Scriptures up?
That's Zechariah 14.
14 and 12.
12. That's the burning of the fuel. And that's twofold. It's also talking about their lies is going to consume away. Out of their tongue. All the lies that they brought out. Everything is going to consume away at that time. Everything in their eyes. They ain't going to have no vision, and they're going to lose their actual eyes in the nuclear destruction. Everything is going to consume away. Okay? That was bad, man. That's the war that H.O.I is talking about. That's how we know that this end is near, man. Okay, give me Revelations 11 and give me the 14th verse. And everybody get it, say come.
Revelations chapter 11, verse 14. When everybody has to say come. Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past.
The Lord said the second woe is past. Okay? Woe representing 2 worlds war. The second woe is past. Come on.
And behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
This war going to start instantly, man. At any time. It said the third woe comes quickly. Come on.
And the 7th angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven, saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord.
The kingdom of this world has become the kingdoms of our Lord. Come on.
And of his Christ. And he shall reign forever and ever.
And he shall reign forever and ever. So do you see why they really try to avoid that third world war? Because they know it's prophecy. They really try to avoid it, but they can't avoid it. Everything is already written. They have to go to that war. And don't you realize this coronavirus and all of this, the nations is looking at America as the one that really instigated this? America was trying to blame it on China. But now the Russians and them are saying, it's you. You created this really. And Iran, they tried to throw it on Iran. They tried to kill off Iran at first. You know, China and Iran, they said it was rising up in Iran. So now, after all of this is done, the nations is angry, man. And they're going to come after America, man. So they can't avoid that third world war, man. Things is happening that they don't even tell us about. Little wars that's going on among them that they don't tell us about. In different areas in the Gulf Sea. You know what I mean? And Euphrates, where the scriptures tell you that Euphrates is going to dry up. And Euphrates is already dry up. Yep. Revelation 16. So all these prophecies is happening, man. You know what I mean? And we got to see it, man. And we got to believe it. We can't see it, but you got to believe it, man. Because the way you move will tell if you believe something or not. And when things happen, you will see it on you. If you believe it. You know what I mean? Or if you don't believe it, you'll be shaky. Shady dude. Shaky like Scooby without a Scooby snack. Shaky. You know what I mean? You're shaky because you don't really have true belief in what the Lord is telling you, man. Okay, give me Matthew 11, man. Matthew 11. You have to have this belief, brothers and sisters. You really have to. And I see it, man, every day, man. I see, look, man. Like I was telling you, Macabre, what I was telling you, man. What I was telling you, brother. What? I said, I'm already dead. I'm trying to live, bro. Trying to live, man. You're already dead, man. You're dead, man. Seeing your woman being dealt with this cracker. You seeing everything going down. You're already dead. You're not living, bro. That's why the Bible tells you that the dead shall rise. You're already spiritually dead, man. You trying to live. Give me that. I think it's Matthew, but wrong. Where's that, brother? Where the Lord says wrong. No, I don't think it's Matthew. Which one? He that has God. Earlier I say that he that does not have God. Okay. You have to be strong and faithful in this, man. If you're not, then it's going to show on you, man. The Lord says, you know, you can move mountains. You can move mountains. So, you know, the Lord tells you, man, if you have that faith, man. If you have, listen, man, you got to understand, like, brothers and sisters, any one of you, if y'all play sports, a lot of brothers play sports, man. You know what I mean? At all. The quarterback, or whatever. He has to have the belief that he's going to win that game, man. And he has to lead the people down there. If he don't, if he's a shaky quarterback or a shaky point guard, whichever way you want to put it, he has to have the belief that, look, we down 15 points, 4 quarters. You know, if he don't believe he's going to win that game, he ain't going to win it. So in his mind, he has to believe that, you know, for him to win that game. But it starts with your belief. So you got to believe in the Most High and H.O.I. If you don't, they can't defend you. You got that yet?
Yes. Matthew 17 and 20. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 17 and verse 20. It says, and Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
See that? See how strong, if your faith is strong, man. If your faith is really strong and you really believe what the Most High say, man, then you can move mountains. Mountains also represent kingdom. You can move kingdom because listen, man, what's in this little book right here can destroy kingdoms, man. When it's taught the right way. Give me a precept. You know Jeremiah 1 and 10. When it's taught the right way. Is it right? What? Jeremiah 1 and 10? Okay.
Oh, praise God.
Read it.
This is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 10.
Come on.
See, I have this day set thee over the nations.
Why did he tell Jeremiah that? He said he set thee over the nations, man. Come on.
And over the kingdoms.
And over the kingdom, come on.
To root out. And
to root out, come on.
And to pull down.
And to pull down.
And to destroy.
And to destroy. Okay, you got that power in these scriptures. Brother once told me, and he was right. He said, don't you know you can go into the UN and cause massive confusion, man? Just with the scriptures being brought out the right way. You could destroy all them cats. Shaking their head if them scriptures is brought out the right way, man. So the Lord says, with that power, you have power to destroy nations. And how we do, we are destroying nations when this word is being brought out. That's why we tell brothers and sisters, don't take it lightly. Don't take the camp lightly. Don't take none of that lightly, because you're prophesying the end of this kingdom. When you bring out things in the right way with the scriptures, the angels react to that. You got to realize that when you bring out Jeremiah 29 and 6, when it says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord with thunder and earthquakes, the angels right now, they hear that. Well, the brother brought it out. I got to make it happen. You know what I mean? The Lord tell him. He brought it out. Go get an earthquake right now in Puerto Rico or somewhere. Because the scriptures was revealed. It was brought out. Read. Come on.
Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me.
Come on.
Saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou? And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree.
So stop. So yeah, so he was telling you, man, that he gave Jeremiah that power, man. That power to bring down nations through the spirit of the Most High, Yahushua. And all Jeremiah was doing was just teaching his word. He wasn't doing nothing else but teaching that word. That's all Jeremiah was doing. And how did he have power to bring nations down? By teaching the truth. What's the most powerful thing on the earth? The truth. He said, you should know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That's the most powerful thing on the earth, when it's brought out the right way, man. Not when it's brought out the Christian way. Christian way is no power in that Christian way because of how they teaching the word. You know, how the hell you gonna say God loves everybody in this day of Edomites on your day of neck, and you ain't telling them about his judgment? But God did. I pray for him. Right here. Pray for him, my brother. Pray for him.
Sure.
Well, what about this brother?
Right.
Pray for him. Pray for this white guy. I pray for you, brother. I pray for you. You didn't mean it.
They gonna hug him.
Yeah.
Give him a hug.
Yeah, give him a hug. Of course the white boy gonna cry and tell you he beat it down. It's over. Because he got caught. Damn right he meant it. But he didn't want the consequences that came after him. You know what I mean? So now a Christian can come up to him and say, I know you're sorry, my brother. You damn right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill that black man. Because you got caught. Right here, you proud as hell and you happy to be on this goddamn neck. You loving it, man.
10 minutes.
You loving it. Look at that. That's he didn't want to get off the man's neck.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 or 8 minutes, one of them they said. But he was on his neck. He didn't want to get off his neck. You see what I'm saying? So, listen, man. But you know what? This woke up a lot of Jakes. They said, God damn, I'm tired of it now. Nah, Jake's got crazy. Nah, that's it, man. I can't take it.
That's it.
That's right.
You know, Jake got crazy after a while. This woke up a lot of our people and our sisters.
That's right.
You know what I mean? This woke up a lot. Now they let's see what's going on. Maybe these niggas on the 4th of July, they start barbecuing again.
Right.
Nothing happened.
Right.
You know?
You already
You know
know,
what I mean?
barbecue pork chops for all of them.
Pork chops and the cracker gonna be on their neck. This is just the beginning. They sending the National Guards out. That's their plan anyway. They got instigators in there. They got instigators there, you know what I mean? And like I told y'all brothers before, man, you gotta study the history. The instigators is the ones that try to be the most revolutionary, man. You know what I mean? Study the history of the Black Panthers, man. Study the history of the Black Panthers and study all of these cats. Study Huey Newton and study how the Black Panthers roll. The instigators, man, they will be the ones that will try to be the most loudest and the strongest. You know what I mean? And they be agents. The instigators come in here right now. So if I get your guns,
Right.
we gonna kill them right now.
Agent provocateurs.
Kill the devil! Down with the devil! Kill him! And he be a goddamn agent. But he's trying to get you hyped up so he can cause the problem. Drop the Bible, brother. I got about 10 guns right now. Wolfside showed me in the vision. Let's get them. Let's go. You ready? Where's your guns at? Okay, I'm gonna give you next day. Okay, get your guns. I got him. Yes, he's going to get his guns right now. 12:41. He's gonna be there right now. He got it. How many guns you said? You had a 9mm, right? An AK, right? Yes, he got an AK, 9mm. He's wearing a green crown on his head. And he's gonna be coming to my house the next day. The agents, man. But that's the game they're gonna play, man. So we gotta be patient in this. Go ahead.
That's lucky, and that's the thing with these. They're more dangerous, especially if they're Israel and they know the scriptures. They can twist these scriptures left and right, man. They can put certain precepts together and make you believe what they're saying. Like if they want to justify it, they can say, "Hey, the scripture says, man. Christ said, he said, hey, turn in your garments and get them weapons, man. Bring in the swords. Right? Turn in your garments and pick up your swords." So now they don't understand. They don't go by the context of the timeline we was in. That's why the Most High said, this is the time. Because even in the book of Acts, when they see Christ and the power that he had, they said, Lord, are you going to bring us the kingdom now? Are you going to get the kingdom now? You just raised a man from the dead. You just walked on water. You just fed 5,000 with just one fish or one bread. You got all this power. Where are you going to take this kingdom for these Romans? And then the Lord said, what? I didn't come to hit. I didn't come to kill. I came to save. I came to bring a life. That was the life for Israel. He came to bring us back to these covenants. But now is the time for him for war. Now is the time that he's going to kill. But he said, wait upon him first. Because what? The whole plan of Most High is not to just get one Edomite or two or three. Nah, because there's going to be more. There's a scripture with the curse of Cain, is if you kill one of them, they'll kill 10 of you. That's how they are. That's why if you kill one of them, they'll try to air out your whole family. They'll go for your cousin, they go for whatever. That's a mark that they have, that's in their spirit. So the Most High said, wait upon him, he's going to line them up like chess. Pieces all lined up, all perfect cheap pieces right there. The Arabics, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Caucasians, everything's in line. Let me do my thing, and then y'all can come in after Israel and clean up the rest. Because these nations got to go. So we got to wait upon the Lord, man. All the scriptures, the book of Acts, there was one guy that he tried to be a zealot, like the Sicaris, and he tried to go to war with the Romans. They tried it, but it didn't work. It didn't work. That's in Acts chapter 5, verse 38. It didn't work. There's many examples not going to work. The Most High said, I'm not with you yet. You go into battle believing in your weapons as conquer. You go into a battle believing in your swords and your guns against the enemy that I blessed them with the sword. That's how they enemy these RPGs, these nuclear missiles, these guns, these machine guns, these Gatling guns. They got drones, they got tanks. You can't beat that, man. That's why you need spiritual power to beat that, man. That's why it says in Isaiah 45 and 17, 54 and 16, it says, those that wait, it says, what it says, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. That's in 17. But in verse 16, it says that the Most High gave the knowledge and wisdom to the scientists to create the waster, to destroy. So that's the nuclear missile. But in verse 17, it says you're going to be protected by those nuclear missiles because the Lord's going to protect you with the angels. See? So everything is about waiting upon the Lord.
And that's not to say, you know, that you can't have weapons. We don't go into it. You take it out, you want to take it. Christ told you, sell your garment and get a sword.
Right.
So that's the key right there. You know what I mean? So that's not to say that we ain't going to have weapons.
Right.
We got to protect ourselves. We got to protect our family. But evidently, we read in Zephaniah that who's going to take them down? The Lord. But there's so many things going on, brothers. So many things with agents and so many things going on that they want to provoke us like that. Now, check this out. This book right here is Drugs and Weapons as an Agenda Against Us. So they use drugs and weapons against us. That's why they always keeping all the rappers. That's why they always keeping everybody that they want to control. From John Lennon, Jimi Hendrix, they put drugs on it. Now check this out. Huey Newton, which one of the Black Panthers leaders. Okay. Now, read that right here, brother.
It says this is the FBI targets Black Panthers and young lords. Elaine Brown, this one right here. Yeah. Elaine Brown was reported to have entered the life of Huey Newton with cocaine and beautiful woman leading him into a drug problem.
See that? Here she is right here. Found out she was an agent. A beautiful woman. It was set up to put cocaine and drugs on Huey Newton. Dope the brother out. And guess what? In this book they said they did it with Tupac. They did it with Jimi Hendrix. They did it with Old Dirty Bastard. Because a lot of people don't know Old Dirty Bastard was a sharp dude.
Yeah.
But his brother, Papa Wu, I believe his name was, he was even sharper.
Yeah.
And they was down with Sonny Carson. And they was really coming, he was heavy, Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah.
But they drugged the brother out. So this is what they do, man. This is what they do. They put drugs on our people to destroy our people. Huey, I see you, brother. Huey was sharp too. Huey was about it, man. Huey was getting at the cops and everything. Huh? Somebody said that. Yeah, he was. But look, that drugs mess you up, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, even Old Dirty was saying that the government was coming at him. Yeah. He said that a few times. He said, yeah, they coming for me. They coming at me. And I'm gonna still drop this knowledge and get this word out. He was saying that.
Yeah, because they think you, well, Bob Marley, he was an Edomite, but you know, that whole Rastafari thing was fucking weed. Set our people up with the weed, man, and mess our people up, man. You know what I mean? Get our people all smoked out, man. Ginos, smoking big ass, Chino, Rastafari. I know because I grew up. My family is all Jamaican. They have big ass weed. These dudes used to give me bombs, man. Chinese! Chinese! Nigga, you sure you want to live? Are you want to live, nigga? John may live, but are you going to live after smoking that damn blunt? You know, goddamn life? Destroyed, yeah, man. So, you know, all of that was to set our people up, man, and mess our people up, brother. So we got to realize what we doing, man. Okay, we got Pac, Kennedy. Listen, this says drugs as a weapon against us. So all these brothers here, you know, he ain't Elvis, he ain't no brother. Cleaver, Jimi Hendrix, you know what I mean? Oh, Fred Hampton, you know. Okay, the brother Sheikh Rivera from Cuba, you know, Eminem, that demon. Yeah, you know. Well, RZA. It says they use drugs. That's how they can look at Lil Wayne, man. Lil Wayne, look. I don't know what he's going up, man. He's a little demon, man. Little demon. And now our people are calling themselves the demons, like the gangs. Yeah. In Brooklyn, they call, I'm demon. Goddamn right, you a demon. You got something right. You are a damn demon, bro. They ain't lying about that.
We used to call ourselves God in New York.
Yeah.
Like, we was the gods. Now everybody's this demon.
Yeah.
And they put it on God. On God, I'm a demon. Like that.
That's a big war with the Crips and all stuff in Brooklyn, the Lokes and the Crips. There's a big war going on in Brooklyn now. The GDs now, Chicago gang members, GDs and Bloods, and they just destroying themselves while all of this is going on, man. Where's the gangbangers now, man? Because they about it. I'm about it, nigga.
Right.
I'm about gangster, nigga. I'm about that life. Well, where's the gangsters now?
Right.
Okay, where they at now? Come on, man, burning down a little van. And that's the thing with our people. They always got to talk so much, man. Especially New Yorkers, man. Like, I'm watching that's what, you see what we about? You see how we living out here? You see how we giving up? This New York. You see how we giving up? They always got to talk so much, too, man. Yeah, see, 1 second, brother. Yeah, they always got to talk so much. Just burn the face. This how we giving it up. You see how New York You see how we giving it up out here? Nigga, just acting like they burning the whole world down, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Drinking Kool-Aid, man. You know, they try to build themselves up to be something. It's only the mind. But what do these protests and riots, what is their objective? Does anybody know? That's an open question. Go ahead. If anybody has an idea what's the objective of these riots, please let me know.
From what perspective?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm asking you from what perspective?
From what perspective?
From looters or from the government's perspective?
No, from the looters' perspective. From our people, all the Jake out there, running wild.
They just wild.
Yeah, just excuse me, wrong wild.
There's nothing, right? There's nothing going on. But we actually have objectives here. We know these scriptures. That's what it is all about. These people are out there out of their mind. They want something for social. You see Jake going all around in the riots and the protesting. Like, they have no sincere cause. All it is just they just gonna, next week is gonna be something else. This is just the wave right now, as they say. Go ahead.
Yeah, the looters, I feel like they using this for since they've been cooped up in the house with all this COVID lockdown. Now they got a reason to come out and wild out.
Right. They got all that energy, and they're, like you're saying, they're bored.
They want to wild out.
But you upset, repent. That's what I say. You so upset, repent. Because you think about these protests, these riots, they've been around for 70 years. Civil rights. Maybe going back to the 50s now. Martin Luther King Jr. died. Riot everywhere. Rodney King verdict. Riot. Yeah. You know, what is it doing? It's not doing anything because people are still dying. What is your objective? So like I said, I've been saying this, like everything, all that rioting happened last night. But what are we supposed to be doing? Keeping the Sabbath. These first fruits. The world is ending all around us. But we keeping the Most High's laws.
That's right.
That's right.
So, we're going to get into the first fruits for the day that what the Lord requires of us. But this is his first fruits. I just wanted to give y'all brothers a little, background. Of course, you got to talk about what's going on around us. That's mandatory. Yeah, let's get into the first fruits right now.
Verse 23. Leviticus 23.
10.
This is the day that the Lord told us. This is one of the high holy days, and the Lord wants his respect. Leviticus, give me the ninth verse.
This is Leviticus chapter 23 verse 9. When everybody say come. Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
So the Lord says, speak unto the children of Israel. So Leviticus, you can learn a lot about a lot of the high holy days in the book of Leviticus 23, all right? Read.
And say unto them, When ye be come into the land, which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
So the Lord says you're supposed to bring first fruits. So anything you reap, the Lord wants the first of that. Okay? So the fruits, we were supposed to show the Lord that blessing. And look, he's the one that give it to us. So being that he give it to us, let's reward him back, man. Let's give our first fruits to him. Read.
And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord.
And this is what the priest was supposed to do. The Levites, come on.
To be accepted for you.
To be accepted for you. So that's showing the Lord honor. You're giving him. You got to give something back. He's the one that caused your harvest. And this showing you that we dealt with land, our own land too. Because in order for you to do that, you have to have harvest. You have to have things. So we was about our land. Growing our land. Growing our food. Growing our natural food. You see what I'm saying? This is the things we got to get into as a nation. We complaining about so much, we can do it. Listen, we complaining, okay, we complain about the food. But why don't we grow our own food? We complaining that they don't teach us, they don't educate us right. But why don't we get our own schools? You see what I'm saying? It's not that hard. If we come together. Because we always complain, oh, well, we got right to complain. Well, they don't teach us the right education in the school system. Well, get our own school systems. We did it before, educate ourselves. Well, the food is poison. Well, grow our own food. You see what I'm saying? And the thing that killed me, man, that's why the Lord said, listen, man, hold that and give me on 2 Timothy. Charge them that are rich. That's why the Lord said this, man. Because we have it, man. And even the cracker will tell you that. Yo, well, y'all don't like that, well, why don't y'all get your own? You know what I mean? And he's right to a certain extent. But hard Negroes, man. Greedy Negroes. And the Lord has blessed with talent, don't want to do a damn thing. Want to keep everything to their goddamn self, man. And that's why we can't get back to how we was, man. Okay? Listen, when you go and we had all our hotels, man. Let me tell you something, man. We had all of this, man. We had hotels built. Okay? This was coming out after slavery. Reconstruction era. We had hotels that we built. We had all these stuff already, man.
What's the name of that book?
Once were a family. We once was a family. Disappearance of a black culture. Written by, story and told written by Frank Saquon Joy. That's an Israelite brother down in North Carolina. Okay. All of these we have. Hotels. All of that we have. We had that. So why we can't do it no more? Because we greedy and we selfish. I ain't giving that nigga no money. He's stealing my money.
Right.
That nigga gonna steal my money. Well, you got thieves. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? But you got brothers, listen. If a brother, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna tell you how to cut that off. Say a brother gave $10,000 or $15,000, right? You know how you stop that? You cut that off. You can use Esau's system. You got cards. He can put it on the card. Now, when you put it on the card, that's going to detail everything that you spend the money on. Okay? So if it's on the card. So if you look on the card, man, big butt show, big butt restaurant or something, black tail restaurant, what the hell is that doing on the card? You know what I mean? Where's that? Black tail restaurant. You know what I mean? So you got him. You know, the card is going to tell you everything, what he done with the money. You know what I mean? That's how you trace everything. That's how Esau got things set up too. It's called mismanaging funds. You know what I mean? When the dude is over the corporation, but he's in the strip club, you know, spending money on the funds. He's hey buddy, you're going to jail. You're mismanaging the funds. We didn't give you the money for you to be going in the strip club.
Good.
The money was supposed to do this.
For the company.
For the company. Exactly. So, you understand what I'm saying? So, we had all of this, but it takes money and it takes funds. You know what I mean? It takes money and it takes, these are nurses, these are sisters that's nurses. You know? So, respect the person a lot of times. Oh, brother, I ain't gonna help him. I ain't gonna do that for that brother. That's respect the person.
Right.
You know what I mean? The brother, you know what I mean? He's trying to help the nation. Look, like I always told the brother, I told you, brother, we was going to Philly, right? We needed funds for Philly. Did we have a good time at Philly? Don't we have to rent an Airbnb? Did we have a lot of food? Like I tell brothers, how does that happen? You think brothers went in and said, I'm a prophet, give me all that food? No. It took money. It took money to do these things. You know what I mean? So you got that for me in Timothy.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 17. Charge them that are rich.
Charge them that are rich, come on.
In this world, that they be not high-minded.
That they be not high-minded. That's talking about all these damn riches, like Oprah Winfrey and all them. They got all this money. Paul said, charge them, man. You can help build a nation and help the nation and get to this point. But you ain't doing a damn thing. You ain't helping. You just thinking about yourself. Read.
1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 17. Charge them that are rich in this world.
Come on.
That they be not high-minded.
That they don't be high-minded, proud, come on.
Nor trust in uncertain riches.
Nor trust in that uncertain riches, because you can lose that riches anytime, man. Anytime. The white man can take that riches. How we know that? Look at Bill Cosby. Here's the at right now. You think by the time he come out of prison, how much money he gonna have left? After his crooked lawyers and everybody done got into that money. He ain't got control over that money. 800 million. Now he's in prison. He's in prison. Yeah. And that's and he was, listen, man. Bill Cosby didn't do nothing for our people, man. Right. You think giving money to black colleges is the answer? These educated Negroes, a lot of them do. First of all, they timid. They know you're not going to get no revolution with them. They go to the college and they get a white woman. The first thing they do, they bring a white woman home. You know what I mean? It's so-called, now they're all proud, they're educated. Where's your degree?
Right.
You ain't got no degree. Right. Can you tell me? You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's not the answer, sending black kids to college. The answer was teaching them who they are so they can build their own communities. Right. Not working for the damn white man in a damn suit and becoming a lawyer, a liar.
Professional liar, yeah.
A liar. Or becoming a doctor, a damn drug dealer. Yeah. Forcing prescriptions on people. Or becoming a teacher, another liar of history. Or becoming an accountant, learning how to steal money from people. We can go all the way. Or becoming a slumlord, a landlord, abusing people. This whole system is corrupt, man. So what's your education really doing? Lord said the wisdom of this world is foolish. Don't you know a lot of the people that's not educated got a lot of business now? You see what I'm saying? Just because you don't have that education, that don't mean you can't be smart and you can't know how to use your money and build your money. Right. It takes brains and it takes dedication. Hey, you can look up anything on the internet now. You want to learn about real estate, it's all there on the internet. You know what I mean? You want to know, it's all there. Right. So the thing that the white man used to push on us as white college, that was just so we could become a slave like him. Right. Act like him, talk like him, walk like him. Become a carbon copy of him. Forget about your people. Them niggas ain't educated. Yeah, brother. Go ahead. I want to say.
There was a study about the riots in the 60s when they rose up. They said what they had in common was that they were high school dropouts, but with a sense of pride. Right. So what you're saying is 100. It's like teach them that. You know what I mean? Teach them about themselves and everything. That's the wicked education system is just not for us. You understand?
You want to say that?
And to let me back what the elder's saying, and what happens to those people that they college educated, they marry white women, they have young children, and they teach them to be punks too. They don't teach them to be, you know, revolutionary.
Right.
They don't teach them who they are. They say, look, you do what I did, you're just like me, you get it. And either they turn to be some suburban thug downloading the ghetto lifestyle on the internet, or just a straight homo. That's what it is.
Did anybody know that 70% of white males don't even have a college education? I bet you a lot of our people don't know that. I bet you a lot of our people don't know that.
I'm surprised.
That's crazy.
70% of them don't have a college education. But they telling us to go to college. Yeah, a lot of our people don't know that. How did they get their riches? I see you, brother. I see you. Inherited, exactly. Study them. After World War II, I think it was, or World War I, they came here. And all the veterans, the white veterans, was given property, real estate. The blacks couldn't get no property.
Levittown.
Right. So they gave them houses, free houses. What you do from your house, that's where you can get your business, because now you can borrow. That's what they call mom and papa store. That's generation of wealth. Also, check out the gangs, because they're the original gang members. Check out how the gangs did from Al Capone and a lot of these gangs. Murder Inc., the Kennedys. The money was crooked money. But they took that money and sent their kids to college off of crooked money. But when a brother, not that we justify it, but when a brother like Big Meech or somebody tries to do the same thing, get out of the business and start sending kids to college, they lock him up. That's when they come down on it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
When you said about the 70% don't even have a college education, and they just, you know, that's why they catching these people now that was paying for their kids to get in college.
Right.
Paying.
Yeah,
the actresses,
But the difference between them and you is they can go and get a loan. A white boy that don't got a college degree can get a loan faster than you. They got a college degree a lot of times and got better credit than him. Guarantee you. That's why there's a big lawsuit going on right now. There's a lawsuit going on right now where hundreds of blacks is suing the banks because the banks wasn't giving them the loans. And that's an actual fact. Bank of America, 2.8 million in racial discrimination case because they wasn't getting the loans. Okay? But you have your college degree. But you're still, listen, studies show black and Hispanic charge higher auto loan rates. You see what I'm saying? They play the game on us, brother. Right. They play the game on us. Merrill Lynch, the first black executive, Stanley O'Neill, says, white clients make it harder for black brokers. So even you can have a degree and be at a high level, they still gonna play the race game against you and mess with you. So what? It's time for us to do what we did before and get our own, man. Get our own. Get away from this man and get our own, set up our own. We can have all our banks, we can have anything we want. We did it before, man. We did it before. We can have all our banks, bankers, doctors, lawyers, nurses. 1920. But we can't do it in 2020. This is 1920. Just coming out of slavery. That's why the Negro was so, the white man was like, what the hell? The hell is going on? These niggas, I just had these niggas in chains. And now these niggas is lawyers and doctors? Oh, hell no. The nigga got a guitar. I ain't even got a guitar, and I'm a white man. We gotta go bomb this place. Take them out. Because we was doing it, brothers. They don't tell you. We said, look, that was the best thing that happened to us. You don't want us, listen, you don't want us to be around you? Okay, we're gonna build our own. Then we had to work together. I love social distance. I don't want the white man around me. That's good. Keep his ass around me, his pedophile ass, man. I don't see a social distance. Stay the hell away from me, man. 6 feet away. We all be a good life. You stay 6 feet away from me, white man. That's social distance, man. Somebody had their hand up. Yeah.
And I was saying like back then we had like unity, but now we lost like the whole unity with our
Exactly.
people. Yeah.
So we can do it, man. North Carolina Mutual Life Company. Okay? We want the brothers had insurance companies. Okay? The hospital. Lincoln Hospital nursing training. Look at all of that. Sisters. All nurses. You want to say something? All nurses. I'll pass it around to you after you can check it out. Okay? All nurses.
Our sisters' ambitions and aspirations is to be IG models or something. Instagram.
That's what we want to do now.
Yeah,
They want to take that easy twerk money.
right.
Twerk for justice.
Cash at me.
So get your precept.
Yeah, like let me back what the elder is saying. That's why it says in Jeremiah 51:19, Jacob is the form of all things. We're the original creator of all things on this planet, because the Most High gave us that knowledge. And if you precept that with Deuteronomy 4:6, where the Most High said our laws are going to be used as an example for the other nations to see. These are a great nation, a great people. Their laws, statutes, commandments is what set them above every other nation, from our knowledge. This is the book of Babylon to Timbuktu. Like what the elder was saying, book of Babylon to Timbuktu, I'm going to read page 90. Listen to this. It says, the black Jews had an advantage over the African tribes, to show us the difference between the Israelites and the Hamites.
Right.
Yep.
They knew the difference, and we know it at that time, but now we don't because we lost our heritage. Right? So it says the black Jews had an advantage over the African tribes. They carried their culture, history, laws, and written records with them. This assured them that a constant precedent for the development of a higher social organization. So because we had our laws, culture, and history, and our records, which is all the Bible, we knew how to treat people, we knew how to build kingdoms, we knew how to set stuff up, right? Now, in the same paragraph, it says, the Jews made use of every opportunity. They were an industrious and skillful people. That's like today. We're at the bottom of society, but we still find a way to make it work. We still excel in everything. And their school system, their educations, we come in there, we take over the whole damn thing, man. That's how you checking the Facebook or Instagram and the social media news, you got a genius like 10 years old. A black kid, genius, graduated college like 14 years old. Mathematician, got a high IQ than Albert Einstein and all these different people. At young ages. But what? They don't promote it as much.
Don't show it.
See, anything that we do that makes us look better than them, smarter or whatever, or wiser than them, they're not going to promote that. They want to keep us in a bad light. So they say we're thugs, we're killers, we're murderers, we're thieves, we're dumb, we're stupid. We don't know what the hell is going on, right? But listen to this. This is what the elder was saying. This is in the book of Babylon and Timbuktu, page 90. Listen to this. The Jews and the Jewish Ghanaian states were found, listen to this, kings, princes, governors, generals, secretaries, treasurers, revenue agents, judges, architects, engineers, doctors, historians, language interpreters, mathematicians, jewelers, jewelries, sculptors, masons, carpenters, painters of art, goldsmiths, leather workers, potters, armorers, saddlers, blacksmiths, agriculturalists, etc. and etc. So that's all we was doing. We was the one that was doing all of that. All of that. Mathematicians, when they say white man discovered, we the one that was creating all of that. Judges, kings, prince, everything, the whole system, the structure of how this whole entire planet is made, that came from us. So like the elder was saying, everything is from us, man. We can be able to do stuff like that.
No, so look at that, man. We don't even know the first guitar was built by a black man. Instruments. Okay, the first remote control was a black man. A lot of us don't know. We did so many things they don't even know, man. You see what I'm saying? All the inventions, a lot of the inventions, the lawnmower. Okay? The lawnmower. All these inventions, we don't even know all the things we created. But they tell us we stupid. We created all the first open heart surgery. You know what I mean? Jack Johnson, the boxer Jack Johnson, he was the first one with the clubs. He had the when the lights go around, he was the first one to do that. When the lights go around. Jack Johnson also, a lot of you don't know, why is it called the monkey wrench? Because Jack Johnson created the monkey wrench. And they said a monkey. That's why it's called the monkey wrench. Check it out. He created that in jail. He created a monkey wrench. And they named it a monkey because he created it. Yeah, man. The remote control. I see you, brother. The remote control. Created by a J. So many things we created, man. You see what I'm saying? And we just fell off as a people, man. They taught us to hate each other. Look how beautiful the brothers used to look with their afros, man. The brothers and sisters, man. They used to look beautiful with their afros, man. Look at how beautiful the sisters look, man. Afro down.
Yes.
Bell bottoms. What's the what was it? Don Cornelius. Soul Train. Dancing like, listen, man. We the best dancers, man. We the best everything, man. That brothers and sisters was dancing on Soul Train. Cracker kid dance. What the hell is cracking little small goddamn fish dance? We gotta watch us. Come on here, fish dance like this or something. Cracker kid dance, man. Everything we do, he carbon copies off of us, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why he hates us so much. He envies us. He's jealous of us in so many ways. And we know, brother. You know what I mean? And the sisters know. He's jealous of us in so many goddamn ways. He hates us. We got the style, we got everything. And his people know that we're going to take over this world. We're destined. As it says, as in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. So we just gotta lock in, man. Okay, give me Exodus 22. We gotta lock in, man. Exodus 22. None of them guys can dance, man.
No.
Justin Bieber, none of them do it, man. They all copied us, man. Justin Timberlake, he damn said something about Prince. He was mad at Prince. You know what I mean? And they had to check him on something. He wished he had the talent that Prince got.
Word.
He wished he could sing like Prince or Michael Jackson. Everything they copied. Little Richard was bad as hell.
Yes.
And the white man kind of promote that homosexual on him because I never knew that. He told you that he had to wear makeup on just so the white man would feel safe when he goes on stage. Yeah, so they push that on the brother a lot of times. And look, a lot of them brothers, they end up that homosexual that was wicked, but they was messing with these white boys. These white boys like the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger, Elton John. A straight homosexual. These guys was on the road with them, man. And the brothers, you know what I mean? And it got wicked, man. The Monkeys and all these other damn groups that was there, they was watching us. They used to come around. They watched Chuck Berry. They watched all these musicians. That's how they got talented. Elvis Presley. They all watched us, man. And they got millions, and we didn't. The brother Muddy Waters, the great blues. Muddy Waters had Rolling Stones had to pay for his funeral. Muddy Waters. He taught them everything. Because one thing I say, our people don't worship our entertainers like they do. Them crackers will know all about. They will be 10 years old. They're gonna make sure they go to their concert. Barbara Streisand is still making millions. What the hell is Barbara? Listens to Barbara Streisand. Them crackers, man. They gonna take, but our people, they don't. He old. He washed up. Bunch of pimps listening to old players listening to the whispers and all of that. I ain't going to see no goddamn whispers. Hell, it's about the damn whispers. That's how people think, man.
Drink at.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. Let's see. 1 second out. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna check your phone.
You want to say something? Right?
Yeah, Con. If you take a look at all the Beatles and that whole British invasion that happened, when they were asked you know, who are your influences? Like, you know, who made you want to do this? Little Richard, Max Domino, Chuck Berry, they named all of them. They named songs, and they love their songs so much. They didn't love any of, like they would take, Little Richard just passed away, of course, recently. And they would take his songs that he sang, and then they would whitewash it up.
Yep.
Like they would have a white man singing or a white man singing. And it would just be so whack. But it was for the white people, so they can enjoy it. You know, we knew where it was coming from. Like, you know, the originator who really sang that song. It's just they probably didn't know because they wouldn't let them listen to it probably. You know, they wouldn't, the radio station wouldn't play it in concentrated white towns and white cities or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like they do with Kids Bop.
Jimi Hendrix, who's the greatest guitar player, they said he started that heavy metal thing because he was playing it so loud. They copied him, they idolized him. You know what I mean? That's why, who's that judge? He didn't know what he was talking about, Judge Brown. Judge Brown, he didn't know what he was talking about because he just did Jimi Hendrix. He said, yeah, he played white music and stuff. That's true. That's true. But he influenced a lot of blacks too. You listen to the Isley Brothers, who you think was with them. Listen to what's the cat from Oakland? Played with the Funkadelics. What's that cat?
Boosie Collins.
Yeah, Boosie Collins. You listen to him. Who you think influenced him? You see what I'm saying? He was on stage with Little Richard. Who they taught them how to play, man? So you can't diss that brother, man. That brother was a talent. And a lot of times what happened was our people didn't accept. I'm not justifying the brother, but they put drugs on him too. They said right here. But our people didn't accept him, so he went over to England with the cracker, and the cracker accepted him. Because a lot of people, that music you playing, I don't like that. I don't like that music. But they dissed him. But he influenced a lot of them. You love the Isleys, check out how they play, man. That man was bad with the guitar, man. And them crackers worship him. So everything we do, they worship. Look at Diana Ross, man. Diana Ross look beautiful here, man. You know, she ended up marrying a white man. But she look beautiful right there, man. You see what I'm saying? So our people, man, our people fell a long way, man. It's just a shame. But guess what? We coming back now. You see, are we not coming back? Yeah, coming back. We teaching here, Sakari and them teaching over here, brothers over there, but we teaching, man. The word is coming back. That's why they said they're going to fear, because they said they seen us standing on our feet, and they're going to get nervous and scared, man. They seeing it. You got something you want to say?
Quick precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a quick precept. 2nd Esdras chapter 2 and verse 28. 2nd Esdras chapter 2 verse 28. Well, everybody has to say con? Yeah, 2 verse 28. It says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, save the Lord.
Yeah. Beautiful scripture. Beautiful scripture. So we got to come together, brothers and sisters. Give me Exodus 22 and 25. Okay, this is how we're going to help each other, man.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 22 and verse 25. When everybody has to say con? Exodus chapter 22 and verse 25.
Con.
If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury.
So you're supposed to help people. You're supposed to help people. If you got it, you're supposed to help people, but don't let people use you. They're supposed to work and help themselves too. They're not supposed to depend on you. But if you're in an opportunity, you can help brothers and sisters, man. Help. Bum ass nigga. Bum ass nigga.
Right.
You always asking me, bum ass nigga. It ain't supposed to be like that, man. It ain't supposed to be like that. Because what the Lord gave you, he could take it away from you, man. That's all part of the first fruits. Helping your brothers too. We're going to read on. Give me the 29th verse.
Verse 29. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruits.
Come on.
And of thy liquors.
Come on.
The firstborn of thy sons shalt thou give unto me.
Read it again.
Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruits.
First of thy fruit you're supposed to give. Help out. Read it.
And of thy liquors.
Read that again. I like that.
And of thy liquors.
Come on.
The firstborn of thy sons.
See, so you're supposed to give the first fruit to the Lord, man. You're supposed to give that, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. Help. And give the Lord said, give the first fruits to him. So now give me Proverbs 3 and 9.